How's it going, Ayo? In this video, we're going to be looking at the top 10 signs that prove Prince Harry will divorce Meghan Markle, part 2. Number 10. Family pressure. The couple's marriage is said to be a hot topic among the residents of Buckingham Palace. An unnamed friend of King Charles stepped forward to offer some insight into what he's feeling in terms of all the divorce rumors. The person in question broke their silence with the Daily Beast and said that the marriage has to work. He said, "That's not a case of Charles saying Harry has made his bed and he has to lie in it, but more so the case of a father wanting his son, who he loves very much, to be happy and to have a wife and children in his life." Another revelation by an unnamed source said to be one of Prince William's friends has something similar to say. They said William and Kate had plenty of reservations about the marriage in the first place, precisely because they feared Meghan wasn't right for Harry. But what's done is done now, and William, like everyone else in the family, just hopes it all works out. Harry returning to the UK and trying to find him a job would be a bloody nightmare. Instead of celebrating their 5 years of marriage, it has been reported that Harry and Meghan are now trying to overcome a little bump. Apparently they have not celebrated their most recent anniversary and have not shown any loving gesture towards each other for quite some time, which is something that makes the British media suspect a possible divorce. Number 9. The car chase. The couple faced intense public scrutiny when they claimed to have gotten into a near catastrophic car chase after attending a recent awards ceremony. It's possible that this added level of criticism is what brought about reports of rising tensions within their marriage. At the time, their spokesperson released a statement saying, "Last night the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Miss Ragland were involved in a near catastrophic car chase at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. This relentless pursuit lasted over 2 hours and resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, and 2 police officers." But right away, questions were raised about the accuracy of this story. One of the paparazzi drivers involved in the car chase claimed that it was Meghan and Harry's taxi driver who was being reckless. He spoke anonymously to ITV's Good Morning Britain and said that it was very tense trying to keep up with their car because they did a lot of blocking and different types of maneuvers to stop what was happening. He said if it was dangerous and catastrophic, it was more than likely based on the person that was driving. After that, the couple's own taxi driver spoke out about the incident, claiming that the whole thing was more or less exaggerated. Number 8. Meghan parties without Harry. Interestingly, it seems like Meghan is more likely to be the one who wants to spend time apart from her husband. According to recent sightings, she is keen to leave Harry at home and party in California without him. Last month, British writer Petronella Wyatt tweeted, "Friends of mine who live near Harry and Meghan are always bumping into Meghan at parties these days. Strangely, she tends to leave Harry at home." In a second tweet, she wrote, "La Megs has become pally with someone from a very famous American family, whose wealth surpasses that of the Windsors." This is certainly an interesting idea, but it's not exactly clear who she's referring to. It's more than likely that Meghan has other celebrity friends that she likes to spend time with apart from Harry. They don't always need to be together, but in their busy lives, it's probably a good idea that they try to make time for each other. Their most recent date was at an NBA game in LA, where they were captured in a kiss cam moment. The crowd cheered and encouraged them to kiss, and as Harry appeared to lean in for a kiss, Meghan playfully turned away and clutched his arm. It was very unlike them to avoid PDA, so this moment had some people wondering whether or not their relationship was on the rocks. Number 7. Celebrity obsessed. Broadcaster and comedian Tim Dillon recently said on the Tim Dillon Show that Meghan has been trying to get close to stars trying to get places, and was even begging them to hang out with her. He said all they want to do is hang out with celebrities. Quote, "I was at a party the other night talking to someone about these people, and it's just constant with them." He then went on to say that Meghan has been texting someone who was with him at the party. He said, "She was texting the person I was there with. The point is they just won't stop, these two. They're like low-grade reality stars trying to attach to anything." He then claimed that several people he was at the party with showed him text messages of Meghan begging them to hang out, revealing that they were having a good laugh at her expense. Some people reportedly branded her alleged behavior as sad, and then he said, "A lot of people at the party were like, well, we text her back, she's a duchess, but we've had enough." Although he did say that he actually respected Meghan's hustle. Number 6. Royal predictions. Paul Burrell worked for the late Princess Diana for more than 10 years until her death in 1997, and he thinks that Harry will return to the UK for good, but without Meghan. In conversation with GB News, he said, "Am I the only person in the UK that is thinking, has Harry finally woken up to the truth? Has he seen the truth of what his wife is doing and that he's been brainwashed and mesmerized by her beauty or something? Because we all know that he doesn't seem to see it." Burrell insists that he wants Harry to be happy, but he admitted that there was a doubt in his mind that his marriage to Meghan would last. In fact, he believes the prince would return to the UK for good and be welcomed with open arms by both his father and brother. He claimed that Harry's children are the reason he has remained in California, because splitting up from his family right now would be a little premature. He said, "You will inevitably see cracks in this marriage because we know with great press and great criticism and world fame comes great pressure, and this couple will have great pressure on their shoulders. But if he left this relationship now, he would lose his children because she would keep them in America and he wouldn't be able to see them." Number 5. Meghan gets tired of Harry. According to a report from royal journalist Tom Bauer, Meghan appears to be getting tired of Harry, and the two of them have started to live independently and separately. According to Bauer, the rumors coming out of London speculate that Meghan will at any moment say this is enough and negotiate with King Charles some kind of deal to break off the marriage. Not only that, but her absence at the coronation of her father-in-law is something that further fueled rumors of marital problems. While she stayed in Montecito with Lilibet and Archie, Harry was noticeably uncomfortable when he arrived at Westminster Abbey for the coronation service alone. He was the only one who came solo and sat between two couples in the third row. Meanwhile, his brother, William, Kate and their children were in the front row. We didn't see any interaction between him and his immediate family, and after the service he left the event alone. That painted a very dreary picture of his strained relationships with both his father and brother. Number 4. Stepping back. Another major sign that the couple are going through it is the fact that they plan to scale down their media appearances from now on. It's been reported that they are going to stop making tell-all Netflix documentaries, publishing memoirs, and taking part in interviews that reveal the inner workings of the royal family, apparently because they have nothing left to say. One source close to them spoke to The Sun and said that the period in their life is over and there's nothing left to say. But they hope 2023 would be their year of reconciliation with the royal family. So basically they've said all they needed to say, and now they are hoping to lay low for a bit and rebuild some of these strained relationships. This news is certainly interesting given just how much the couple have been criticized for insisting that they want privacy, but at the same time appearing in interviews and making allegations about the royal family. When Harry and Meghan decided to move to California in 2020, it wasn't long before they started appearing in tell-all interviews and planning to make their first documentary. So it's possible that they have realized they cannot keep talking about the royals forever, and it's well and truly time to move on. Number 3. Meghan's family tensions. Samantha Markle has claimed that her half-sister did a lot of damage to their father, Thomas Markle. She called on Meghan to make a public apology to him and the rest of the family. She also spoke to TMZ about her marriage to Harry and said, "I see it ending in divorce unless they get extensive counseling and can agree to work on being honest. I mean, nothing about any of this has been honest, and the damage to the royals has been massive, especially now." Meghan's half-sister has already claimed that the couple are heading towards divorce. She suggested Harry may already be questioning the marriage and predicted that it could get nasty until he starts dissenting or pulling back from her. Samantha has always been particularly vicious towards Meghan and would often make fun of the public scrutiny that the couple were already going through. For example, she called on them to go on an apology tour after they made accusations of racism within the royal family. This was right after their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey. Samantha took particular issue with this appearance because she felt that Meghan had attacked her character and humiliated her on a global scale. Number 2. Exposed by staff. A shocking book called Courtiers: The Hidden Power Behind the Crown claimed that Meghan had always desired to be rejected by the royal family. According to an ex-employee quoted by the author, everyone knew that the institution would be measured by her happiness. The mistake they made was thinking that she wanted to be happy. She wanted to be rejected because she was obsessed with that narrative from day one. The book also suggests that Meghan was trying to create a trail of evidence to support her story being rejected. Several members of staff came out labeling her as a narcissistic psychopath and claimed that Harry and Meghan played them. Apparently they also refer to themselves as the Sussex Survivors Club after they stopped working for the couple. The book also delves into how the Duchess allegedly became obsessed with the victim story that served as the basis for Megxit, and apparently it's been her plan all along. And coming in at number 1, sick of being snubbed. Although Meghan and Harry are used to being snubbed by the royal family by now, it must be a little jarring when that also extends to their young children. Their daughter Princess Lilibet celebrated her 2nd birthday recently, and this year the family chose not to send their best wishes. Last year the official Twitter accounts for Charles, Camilla, William and Kate all wished Lilibet a happy 1st birthday. They celebrated the occasion with a family picnic at Frogmore Cottage, which fell around the same time as the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. But this year things seemed to be very different. There was nothing but silence coming from the royal family's 3 Twitter accounts, even from Princess Eugenie, who's said to be a very close ally of Harry and Meghan. This snub was also apparent on Prince Archie's 4th birthday last month, which fell on the same day as King Charles's coronation. Harry was briefly reunited with his family during the event, but there's no telling how this family strain has affected his relationship with Meghan, though it seems like they are getting absolutely sick of it. So what do you guys think about everything in this video? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.